happening there. How can you tell me what's going on at Wilbur Cross? So how can anybody, and I'm not pointing you out, I'm talking about anyone. I can tell you the number of people that have been here. I can tell you a number of people who have been across to visit us. And not one of them, when you read that paper that likes to criticize Wilbur Cross, how many of those people have walked through the doors of Wilbur Cross on any morning and know how orderly that school is, who knows how those teachers are engaging kids in classroom, who know how hard those teachers work, who know how hard those teachers come in on Saturday morning and work with those kids. You tell me how many of those people have been in my school, and none of them have. It's gossip.
That's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that there is a disconnect.
Might be a disconnect, but you haven't been there. If you haven't been there, you cannot talk. I can gossip all I want. I heard somebody did something. I heard that school. But if you have not been there, you cannot respond. You can gossip, but you cannot respond intelligently.
Peggy, if I may.
I'm happy to
Here, you know, look, and we're all on the same team here. I think part of the gap here, and it's part of our job to articulate this, is what we want from our high schools and from our high school leadership.
Defensive about this conversation, but I do think it's important to say that whether or not the people who have concerns about how things are going in the school have walked through the doors, you know, and some of them have. I mean, some people who've contacted me have been students, they're teachers. You know, there are folks inside that community who've expressed concern. And you know, you may have one narrative which says, well, because we have change, people are riled up, and that's where it's coming from. That may be the case, but I think it's gotten to a point where this discussion has become so public that it runs the risk of distracting from the actual work of teaching and learning. And I understand you're very focused, your team is very focused, but it certainly has become something that, you know, we haven't heard this about other schools.